Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Woo, 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 woo. You know what? This is day 100. This is day 100. And we're still going strong. We're still going strong. Well, welcome to this platform, acknowledged as Project 365. We are so happy that you tune in to see and to hear and to share. We're just so happy that you're a part of the team. I am Portia Wheatley. I am the founder and the president of a nonprofit organization acknowledged as Trophy of Life Incorporated, where we have the great pleasure and task and assignment to render hope, encouragement, and inspiration. And we're so glad that you joined us on today. Well, today is all Saturdays are always set aside for our well, I'm a baby boomer. It's a couple of generations under me. So today we like to always acknowledge Saturdays dedicated to the voice of the next generation. And we have a great program for you today, or shall I say, share for you today. But I'm going to bring in my co-hosts, and they're going to take it away.
Hello, everyone. I am Takira Swan. For those of you who do not know, I'm so happy to be here on this beautiful Saturday. And like she said, we have an amazing guest that's really not a guest, but she has she has some great things to share. Aryn, come on in, honey.
Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. How are you? Of course, everyone knows. If you don't know, I am the voices of the next generation coordinator on this platform, Project 365. And today, I would like to share some things with you, some a little encouragement that that I've thought about over this past week, and I just wanted to share with you guys. So the topic that I want to focus on is effective versus planted, being successful in everything that you do. Okay, so let's talk about effective. I am some people probably know, but I am a graduating senior at Coppin State University, and my major is early childhood education. I want to be a first grade teacher. That's my goal. That's my heart. I want to be a first grade teacher. And during our teacher program, we are always taught to have effective strategies when doing instruction. So when you think about effective, you have to have successful strategies to make sure that you are communicating a topic or a concept to your students in a correct manner. So an effective strategy is having classroom rules, making sure that your instruction is being ran, as well as having those classroom management skills, because you have your rules, and of course you can refer back to your rules, and the students will know how to be successful by referring to those rules. So effective, it's always about being successful, making sure that you have practices that are successful for you. Now, planted. I want to talk about planted. So the definition, I looked it up on Google. The definition of planted means place or fix in a specific position. And when we think of plant, we think, planted, that's the really planted. When we think of it, we think of plants as being a gardener. We have plants where we're digging up the soil, digging up the roots, and we put it inside so that plant can stay there and possibly bloom. Basically, we're being dormanted. We're just can't move. We can't do anything. We can't come out of our box. And I want us to really pay attention to effective, being successful versus being planted and being dormant. When we want to be successful in every areas of life or any areas of life, we want to make sure that we are putting our best foot forward. We want to make sure that we are being successful. We are finding those tools to be successful in what we're doing, and not just stay planted and not just stay dormant. I'm on the dance ministry here at my church, Kingdom Worship Center, and I can use this scenario. So my desire, not my desire, but I know my gift, my God-given gift is to be able to dance, win souls back to the body of Christ. So I am planted here in my dance ministry. However, I want to be effective. Me being effective is winning those souls, making sure that I am anointed to be able to hold on to that gift and be able to bring those souls back to the church so they can start their new life with Christ. So when you walk into a ministry, you just don't want to be planted. You just don't want to plant it. You just don't want to be dormant. You want to make sure that we are being successful. So Warren, buddy, I want to ask you a question. I want you to join in on my topic. So what are some strategies that you will like to share about how to be successful and how not to be dormanted in just one specific position?
So that's so funny because that's actually one of the questions I was going to ask you.
Really?
But it's okay. So I think there are a lot of different effective strategies that you can use to bloom where you're planted. Like my family always taught me, wherever you're planted, whether you like it or not, try to bloom where you are and grow where you are. And those specific strategies, of course, are tailor-made to wherever you are planted and what you're doing, but we have some general ones to help you get you on your way. So number one is, it's so plain and simple. You have to be positive. Okay. Yep. You have to be positive. You have to have a positive mindset, because that positive mindset is going to shape your experience and your and the effectiveness of your goals for wherever you are planted. So let's take you, for example, you said you are planted in the dance ministry at Kingdom Worship Center. Okay. If you go in there, you said your goal is, of course, to win souls and use your God-given gift, right? Number one, you can't do that at all if you don't have a positive mindset. You can't be an effective leader if you have a positive mindset. So, if you don't have a positive mindset. So that's number one. No matter where you are, you have to get your thinking in line and in track with who you're supposed to be, and be positive. Speak those affirmations, block out those negative thoughts. So that's number one, in my opinion. Number two, I always say that, you can't win the game if you don't know the rules. So wherever you're planted, I think it's in your best interest to learn the rules of what you're doing, learn the expectations of what you are supposed to complete, see what goals that you have to meet, whether it's at your job, whether it's for an organization you're volunteering for, whether it's, in your family, your finances, any situation that you have been put in and that you are planted and you have to do a job. It is always best to know the rules for that job, because that way you can then create some innovative ways to make it better. You can do that to make it suit you and shape it so that it's more comfortable for you and better for you to work in. So number one, positive mindset. Number two, know the rules for the game. Yes. And number three, I always think it's best to set goals. And I know we have like big goals, even if you're planted somewhere and you're really not comfortable where you are and you want to get out. Okay, that may be like the biggest goal, but start making small, realistic goals that will help you get to your larger goal at hand, whether it's to go to the next level, like you said, win souls for Christ. Okay, how can you do that? That may be your big goal, but what are the little goals you're going to do to get there? So I'm going to stop at those three, because I can go on, and then you can continue and I'll come back.
Yeah, but Well, you know, we can have this dialogue all
Yes.
day, but those are basically like, that's what I was thinking. Because number one, your mindset, like you have to have a positive mindset when you walk into any place of business, any type of situation, because you never want to go in thinking negative, because then the whole entire situation is going to be negative and you're just going to walk out stressed, and you don't want that, because you all before your body wants to do something, it always goes through your mind, because you have to think of it first. So we always have to change that mindset. It's all about our mindset. You're awesome. And the other thing was the realistic goals, making sure that we are setting realistic goals for ourselves, also so that we won't get overwhelmed too with, oh, I got to be effective, I got to do this, I got to do that, I want to be successful. So you don't overwhelm yourself. Set those to-do lists, set those goals. If you have a favorite number, one of my friends had told me like their favorite number is 5. So she sets 5 goals for the day, or just 5 goals period. And if she meets all 5 of those, she knows that she's successful. And I think that's a look at it, to look at being successful, making sure we are being effective, is let's set those realistic goals. If we can't get to all of them, at least that if I got to 5, or if I got to 3, then I'm still making a difference in my life and somebody else's life, so that I can be successful in whichever way of life that I choose to go.
And if you don't mind, I have another thing I think is really good is let me tell you, confidence is key.
Ooh,
Confidence is key. There's a lot of people out here who are planted in many different situations, but there's a lot of people out here who are less educated than you, have less experience than you know, may not be the best talker, may not, be the best at performing whatever you're performing, but they have confidence. And when you have that confidence, you are able to surpass so many people who may be more qualified, but they're really unsure of themselves. So I think, being confident in who you are, and even if you're still figuring yourself out, it doesn't matter. Whatever you're going to do, give it 110%. Yes. Be confident in who you are. For my believers, know, who God is in your life. Keep him first. And know that, God doesn't create any junk. Like, you aren't junk,
you aren't
treat
junk.
Yourself right. You're not junk.
You are, you know what? He said that you are beautifully and wonderfully made. Yes. And we are made in his image, right? In his likeness. So if God's not ugly, we can't be ugly. Period.
Point blank.
So. Point blank. Listen, if God ain't junk, we're not junk. Okay.
Right.
Now,
seriously.
Right. Yeah.
Seriously. And I'm telling you, the way you treat yourself, the way you look at yourself, walk in that confidence and say, you know what? I'm the best for this position. I'm the best for this job. I'm the best for this tryout, or whatever it is. And you just be 110% confident in yourself and in your abilities. Okay. And also, to be effective, you need to practice whatever your craft is. Master that craft. Practice that craft. Practice really does make perfect. And when you fail, okay, that's a learning lesson. Okay. Are failures even really failures if you learn something? Right.
Do what Aaliyah said. Dust yourself off and try again. It's okay.
Right.
We're going to fail. Like, we're going to fail in life, and it's okay. It is okay, but you have to be committed. That's when the mindset also comes in. You have to be committed to get back up and try again, and be like, okay, maybe this strategy didn't work. Okay, let me try this. Oh, that didn't work. Let me try that.
And that's how you find out which strategies are more effective and successful for you, so that you can be successful towards your ultimate goal. And I think another key is consistency. No matter what you do, be consistent when you do it. Consistency will take you so many places that when you're not consistent, you may not go as far. So being consistent in what you're doing, being confident in who you are, setting realistic goals to aid into your big goals that you're dreaming of, being positive, having that positive mindset, those are things that will no matter what area you're in or where you're planted or what your task is, that will help you to be successful and effective.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I love it. I love you, buddy.
I love you too.
But I say thank you for having this conversation, with me, because I really want our followers, our supporters, most definitely our supporters, to know the difference between effective and being planted, and being able to be successful in everything that we do and still blooming. Even though we're planted, we can still bloom by, being planted to turn into beautiful flowers. So yeah, I love you. I love
you too.
too, for this wonderful, wonderful platform, so that we can be able to shed light, to give encouragement. I love it. I love it. I love it. Do you have any?
I do have some closing remarks. If you have not done so already,
Oh, yes.
come on, guys. You watch us every day. Go to our YouTube channel and subscribe, share, like our posts, hit that notification bell so that you are aware every time we make a new post. We are live every single day, and we cannot do it without you. You are part of our team, and you help to spread the word of hope, encouragement, and inspiration across the world. We can't do it by ourselves. So go ahead and subscribe and share these videos that we have for you. We have some great content. And no matter who you are, where you're from, what you believe, what you're going through, what you've been through, there is a video on here for you that you can share, utilize to enhance your own life and to better the lives of others. So go to our YouTube page and subscribe.
Yes, thank you. Yes, please subscribe, please comment, please like, please share everything. And we will see you again right back here tomorrow at 1:00. And we see you guys later. We love you. Have a great Saturday. Be safe. Wear your mask, social distance, do everything, and have a great Saturday. Love you, everyone.